Okay, everybody, welcome back to the DGS 2605 channel. We're back with our MLB Power Pros 2008 repeat season mode with your undefeated world champion Toronto Blue Jays. So the last time out, it was a while ago when I filmed that game, but we got the win in, it was like 10-4, something like that. Where were we? 11-9. Oh, no, I forgot, yeah. Because I forgot Jeremy Guthrie gave up, it was, yeah, I think 4 or 5 runs in the first inning. We were able to claw back and hold on for the win. And I just realized now the irony of the score being 9-11, and we're playing a team called the Twins, but yikes, okay. Anyways, heading to the game here, it will be Olsen on the mound. Yes, it will. We have one more game against the Twins on this homestand. We take a three-game road trip to Tropicana Field to play the Rays, then we're back at home to play Kansas City. So, heading into the game here, it's going to be a pitching matchup against Livingston, excuse me. And looking at our lineup, a lot of people are neutral in their lineup except Hill, but Jackson balances it out. Luke, Scott, and Loduca apparently found my joke so funny they didn't feel like getting ready today. Our lineup isn't looking that, like even Olsen's in less than optimal condition. But remember, the game's not played in the previews here, it's played on the field. Let's get to it. Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball. Alrighty, I am recording this one pretty late, all things considered, so let's keep it down. Let's just have a nice, clean game of baseball, especially after that last one. I think I put out Lindstrom close in the 9th. We got the dome open. And winds favoring the hitter to start. That's not what we want to see. Let's check Olsen's pitching. Yeah, Lindstrom, I wanted him to close out the game. He had like a 4-run cushion, or 3-run cushion, and whatever. He gave up a couple runs, but no harm, no foul. Alright, not looking terrible. Here's Gary Matthews Jr. Takes strike one on the fastball. Low slider, just a little out of there. 1-1. Hits that up the middle. Durham's there. Over first. 1 away. There's Markakis. I didn't even check Olsen's ERA, so it's under 3, which is nice. Ball 1, fastball just a bit outside. We originally thought that, swung through the slider, strike 1. Thought that Wolf would be our only starting pitcher with a high ERA. Guthrie is getting up there too, especially after that last outing. 1-2 from Olsen. Markakis puts it in play. That's going to be a single to center. Runner on first, 1 away. Here's Chase Utley. Strike 1 fastball, nothing in 1. Fastball low, same exact miles per hour. Got him swinging at the changeup. See if we can get him high. Puts it over to third base. Lowell, are you kidding me, man? Oh, boy. Alrighty, that was a lucky base hit there. Back-to-back singles given up. Done with a .316 average, but he is a left-handed hitter. Strike 1 on that fastball. Swung through that slider. That was a dangerous pitch there. He just got a piece of the changeup. Count will remain 0-2. He puts it in play. Durham, nice catch over to second. Double play. Excellent defense by Ray Durham that inning. He had a hand in all 3 outs. So they're 0-2 after the top of the first, heading to the bottom of the first now. Let's see how our Jays can handle Livingston. High 5 ERA. Rich Aurilia leading off. So it's a lefty-lefty matchup here. Strike 1 on the changeup. Probably should have been ball 1, but plenty of pitches to be thrown, plenty of balls to be played. Changeup in the dirt, 1-1. High fastball inside, 2-1. That gets away from him, and Aurelia punishes that. That's going for an easy single past the glove of Utley. Leadoff single for the Jays. Here's Durham, 497, 1040. Strike 1 on the slider. Puts that one in play. Pretty much same exact location. Back-to-back singles, and that's going to bring up Lance Berkman. And it's all going to be right-handed batters until Luke Scott. The wind has now gone directly east, factor of 2. So no longer really favors the hitters per se. Quick, 0-2 count, high slider, not biting on that. 1-2. Berkman got ahead on that one. That's put in play, done over and left. Will make the catch, 1 away. Nobody running. Here's AR-15, .413 average, 15 homers, 52 RBIs. Hit that curveball well. Hit it right at Utley. At second. Over to first. Missed it by a step, but they got the out. So both teams 0 for 2 after the first. What goes around comes around. 5, 6, 7. Part of the Twins lineup. Here's Justin Morneau. Swung at the fastball, missed. 0-1. Puts that slider in play. Durham again over to first. 1 away. Durham has really proved his value on the defensive side of the ball. Veritek jammed on that one. Way foul, but he gave it a good ride. Selected the changeup. 0-2. Got him on the fastball. Struck him out 1-2-3. Here's Aaron Hill. 303 average. Oh, dear. Okay, that's going foul. Give that one a good ride. 0-1. Puts that in play. Durham again. It's been all Ray Durham and 1 strikeout so far for our pitching. And into the bottom of the second now, it's our 5, 6, 7 part of the lineup. 616 average, 55 homers, 107 RBIs for Braun. Strike 1. I change up, caught the zone. 0-2. Curve missed, 1-2. Hits that slider, it's going to center field. That will be a leadoff single for Ryan Braun. Can't get happy here, gotta draw it to Lowell. Because Scott is up next, we give Lowell 1 power swing here. This righty-lefty matchup. Curve in the dirt, 1-0. Fastball missed, 2-0. Pulls that over to third. Mora at second is Braun. Over to first. Another double play. That's not what we need. Here's Scott. And that was a chance that we didn't capitalize on. The wind is now back directly east. Factor of 2. Strike 1 to Scott. Fastball missed. 1-1. Slider missed. 2-1. Fastball caught the zone. Count is even. 2-2. 2 outs. Nobody on. Puts it in play. Oh, and fielded by Livingston, and he'll just throw it to first for the out. So we get a third hit. Nothing of it. They're 0 for 2. We're 0 for 3. Top of the third coming up. This will conclude the first trip through the Minnesota lineup. 8-9-1 part of the lineup. Here's Carter. Is it I can't remember. Carter or Connor Jackson? Got a good look at that slider. Just a bit late on it. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. Here's Melvin Mora. 282, 514. Strike 1 on the fastball. And that low slider, he wanted to swing at it. Went foul. 0-2. Puts that change up foul. That was in the zone. And he puts that in play. Scott is running in. Will not be able to get it. Maury gets a single. Runner on first. 1 away. There's Matthews Jr. Fields. Oh, swing at that. That goes foul. It's a slider. 0-2. He puts it. Oh, that is going to be just foul. They are having so much trouble timing their swings correctly. Got him swinging. Markakis. Change up, strike 1. It's the fastball. There's the 0-2. 50-50 call. Did not go our way. 1-2. He puts that in play. Aurelia. First out. That wasn't a strikeout, or Durham had a hand in. After the third, they're 0 for 3. We remain 0 for 3. It's our 8-9-1 part of the lineup. Now the win is against the hitters here. Factor of 2 heading southeast. Paulo Duca leading off. Strike 1 on the fastball. High inside curve missed. 1-1. Change up in the dirt. 2-1. Curve got the zone. Count is even. 2-2. Puts that in play excellently. That's going to center right. It'll be an easy single for Paulo Duca. Once again, we have 3 innings in a row. Our leadoff man on. It's Grandy. Strike 1 on the 4-seamer. And that looks like another double play if I've seen it. At second, over to first, but Grandy will be able to beat it out. So runner remains at first, one away. So really off 435, 628. So 4 hits, no runs across. Our first trip through the lineup here. Curve inside, 1-1. They're keeping an eye over on first base. They know Granderson has some wheels. That's going to be a pitch that gets away from Veritek. Grandy will be able to make it to second base. Double play seems less likely. Knock on wood. 2-2 on the curve. That's in the dirt. Payoff pitch to Rich Aurelia. Why not? Swing hard at it. He swings hard. That's going to right field. Markakis makes the catch, but we're going to send Grandy over to third. So it's a productive out. All Ray Durham needs is one good swing here. He's batting exactly 500 on the season. He can also just get on base with the walk, hit by pitch, whatever it may be. Change up in the dirt, count as 1-1. He puts that in. Morneau's able to field it, steps on the bag. That's going to end the inning. So they're 0 for 3. We're 0 for 4. Been a lot of close calls for us, but the double plays have been the difference maker. It's the heart of their lineup in the top of the 4th. Chase Utley got a single his first time up. Didn't swing at that fastball. 0-1. Beautiful fastball there. What a pitch. 0-2 now. He puts that in play, but Grandy runs it down. 1 away. He's done. Lined out his first time up to Rich Aurelia. Ball 1 missed. Oh, that one was put right on the money and not for us, but it will stay in the park. Speaking too soon, but I believe that's their first extra base of the day. It's their first extra base hit. Keep an eye on him. So 1 lefty gets on Olsen. Let's hope 2 don't. Strike 1 on the fastball. 0-1. Swung through the slider. Missed. 0-2. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. Huge second out. Here's Veritek. He read that first pitch like a goddamn book. How did he do that? All right, well, we're down 2-0. Veritek against us, he's had some crazy home runs. He had that one in the first season when he was on the Angels. That was Veritek, right? I think it was. All right, well, get back in the game, right? Can't do nothing about it. Here's Aaron Hill now. Strike 1. A low slider. Durham, who else? Gets him out of first. So the damage was done. They're now 2 for 5. There goes the shutout for Olsen, and now we're down in a hole in the bottom of the 4th inning, but it's our heart of the lineup. Pace of these games, of these lineups, have like gone neck and neck. Berkman is leading off, a high curve inside for ball 1. And Veritek hit that home run against the wind. Anyways, 2-0. 2-1. Slider just went inside, worth the swing anyway. 2-2. Berkman hits that up the middle. Will it get past the second baseman? Yes, it will. Past Utley. Another leadoff single. We've had a leadoff base runner every inning so far. AR-15. A double play his first time up. He pulls it to third. What's going to happen here? At second. He throws it to first. All right, Rios. That's 2 double plays. That's kind of my fault, but whatever. Here's Braun, 1 for 1 with a single. Because it's Braun, I think we power swing here. That's why we do it, right? A weak pitch gets what it deserves. Braun, we're within 1. Gets a solo shot. Finally, in a way, we're coming up swinging, but it doesn't matter because we're losing still. Alrighty, we're on the board. Here's Lowell. Why not? I have a hunch. Slider on the far side of the plate. 0-1. And he read that slider well. It is smoked past the shortstop. Matthews Jr. fields it. And a 2-out single for Lowell. Here's Luke Scott. Not in the best of condition. 417 average, 15 homers, 39 RBIs. Slider inside. Didn't bite on it. 1-0. It's that fastball over to third base, caught by Mora. So Braun gets us on the board. That's huge. We're only down by 1 now, but we're playing out of hole here. 8-9-1 part of their lineup in the top of the 5th. Let's see what Olsen can do. Strike 1 on the fastball. A low slider. Durham over his head. He didn't have a chance at that one. And a leadoff single for the Twins. Zamora battled to get his base hit last time up. That's going out to right field. That's back-to-back singles, and we're not in a good situation here. Runners are on first and second. We got to get through the top of the lineup. Oh, boy, that... Oh, my goodness. Matthews Jr. thankfully swung right through that mistake. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. That is a wake-up call. There's Markakis. So I'm thinking now, let's see if these guys try and get him on that side of the plate. 1-1 count off 2 fastballs. Get him to go against the wind. That's exactly what we needed. Aurelia catches the fly out, or the liner. Here's Chase Utley. Strike 1 on the fastball. That one was pretty much on the money. Fields, 1 run's going to get across. Run it out, 3-1. So they got that home run back. Here's Dunn. Let's pitch to him. Strike 1 on the fastball. Change up low. We do have a base available, but then we have to face Morneau. Oh, dear. Okay, all right. That was the wrong decision. A 3-run bomb for Adam Dunn. They just punished us badly. This is a 4-run rally for them. That's his 14th on the season. Traveled 459 feet. It's going to make it 6-1. It's batting practice for them for once. All right, Olsen at least finish off the inning. Strike 1 on the fastball on the corner. 0-1. He grounds that. Durham again over to first. That's going to end the inning. But damage was done. They're 6 for 9. I mean, that's nice, but for them, not for us. It's our 8-9-1 part of the lineup. We got to start playing much carefully here. There's Paulo Duca leading off. 50-50 pitch. Did not go her way. 0-1. Side slider, 1-1. Missed that change up. 1-2. Not biting on that. Way too far inside on that slider. 2-2 now. We got to keep in mind. It's going to be a payoff pitch for Leduca. I have a hunch. And he smacks that fastball. That's going to center field. Matthews Jr. running back. He will catch it. At least we made him work for it. 1 away. All right, let's see. He's at almost 60 pitches. We have to keep in mind they can take him out before he gets tired. He's working on a quality start against our against our batting lineup. That never happens. 2-0 on the slider. That should have been 3-0, but instead it's 2-1. 3-1. This could have been a 4-pitch walk. Not swinging. It's going to be back-to-back payoff pitches. It's Grandy. That curveball, he absolutely smoked that. It's going. Will it have enough? It's going to the wall. It clears it. He got way ahead on... I shouldn't say way ahead, but that went up in the air with the trajectory. That's his even 30th home run on the season. We get a run back. 6-2. We're getting closer. One batter at a time. 62 pitches. Let's see, first pitch is slider inside, 1-0. I'm going to let some pitches go by. Let's hope we see a mistake. If not, make him tired. 2-0. He's losing that strike zone. Aurelia muscles that. That's going over to right field. Will it be past Markakis? No, it won't. 2 away. Here's Durham, and we're going to just contact swing here. We have Death Row coming up right after him. First pitch. Utley fields it. That's the final out. They might take him out. That could have been our best chance. They're 6 for 9. We're 2 for 8. We have not been hitting when we should have. They're also 7 part of the lineup.
Number 33, Jason Veritek.
Well, will that at least face Veritek? 1 pitch, Durham. Ray Durham has been our defensive MVP. Hill, 0 for 2. We might as well try. Only 3 home runs for him on the season. Ground to Durham. 2 away. These are the quick pitches we need. Connor Jackson, I believe in, I forget which game it was, he had a home run out of nowhere. But after 2 quick outs, I think this is a risk we take. That was a mistake. 6-7 miles per hour, and he swung through that. He puts that in play. We're taking Olsen out. We're not risking it. Connor Jackson gets a single. Melvin Mora. Yep, we're taking him out. He's gassed. The airway went up, but what can you do? So let's take a look at the score, because I need to see how many... let's see. Moore's a righty. Matthews Jr. is a switch hitter, but he doesn't matter. Markakis is a lefty, lefty, lefty. They have a lot of lefties in a row. Let's put in Ayala, and he'll pitch to Mora no matter what, and maybe Matthews Jr. Then we bring in a lefty for the next guys. So they're used to... Oh, he's got a nice slider. Seen right there. Went foul. The hard sinker that's pulled went in between third and short. That is not what we needed there. But that was an excellent piece of hitting, I can't lie. Matthews Jr. This is not... Do we walk him? No, I don't think so. Let's get the mileage out of Ayala we need. I just struck him out. I thought that was only strike 2. Okay, all right. They leave 2 men on. We're down by 4. They're 6 for 11. We're 2 for 8. It's the heart of our lineup here. What are they doing with their pitching? They're keeping him in. We have to be very careful here. Ball 1 went too low. The wind is against the hitters. It's been a factor too on the east side all game. 3-0. Wait on something. Not swinging. I caught enough of the zone. Berkman doesn't argue. 3-1. They walk him. 5-pitch walk. Is air 15. 2 double plays in the game. And they both came at the expense of off this pitcher here. 1-0. 2-0. How many pitches he's at? He's almost at... He's pitched really... He has a huge high pitch count. And for most pitchers we face, this is deep for them. 2-2. He's finally tired. It's a payoff pitch to Rios. They walk him too. Braun is up. Now wait on the pitch we want here. He's tired. He's almost at 80 pitches. That's 1,200 pitches in a real game. Equivalent in this game. Strike 1. Ball 1 went low on the slider. He's lost a lot on his breaking pitches. Braun! They go to third, but it's an error. Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Thank you, baseball gods. Okay, hang on. Do we put in Thomas? Lowell's 1 for 2. He has the trajectory. Has equivalent power. I don't know who can play third. Alright, we're sticking with you, Lowell. This is huge. Ball 1. He's over 80 pitches. 2-0. That one got away from him, but stayed relatively in the zone. I didn't feel comfortable swinging. He's gassed. 2-1. Lowell. That's going. Grand slam! Lowell! This game is tied. Oh my goodness. Who's the air on? The shortstop. Who's their shortstop? Aaron Hill, right? This game this is a brand new ball game. I thought that might be a sac fly off the wall, something. It cleared it. Mike Lowell with a grand slam, and what a time to get it. They're going to take Livingston out of there, and he was pitching amazingly. That should have been a double play that Braun grounded into, but that error. This is an even ball game. Now we're going to take it easy. Roche, ball 1. So now we're facing off a right-handed pitcher here. ERA almost 8. Quick 2-0 count on Luke Scott. 2-1. 2-2 off a fastball. Inside on the changeup. It's a payoff pitch. We've had a lot of payoff pitches. That wasn't going to be a walk. Lowell puts him, Scott puts him in play. He gets a single. 5 straight base runners for us. 2 walks, an error, and a grand slam. Strike one, and I bet the Twins coaching staff, they were kicking themselves for not limiting out just a hair earlier. 1-1 count. 2-1 count. Fastball missed the corner. Count is even. 2-2 to Paulo Duca. That was an excellent pitch, but Loduca puts it to center. He gets back-to-back singles for our team. 6 straight base runners for us. Granderson against a right-handed pitcher, even with the win against him. Of course, we're hoping for something here. 1-1. He smokes that to center. Is it going to be far enough? We're sending them. And that is one heck of a throw from Matthews Jr., but it's off the mark. Won't be getting there in time. The runners advance off that hit from Grandy. Aurelia with the out. A sac fly. Getting on base. Something productive works here. That is going to be risky. I'm not risking it. With how fast he can... We saw how hard he can throw. All right, Durham, let's see. He's almost at 20 pitches already. Just realized 6-6 in the 6th. The inning of the beast. 0-2. High slider not biting on that. 1-2. That curve, that will be making it to the field there. 1 run scores. Dunn throws it. Gave it a hard throw, but not in time. We go ahead by 2 runs thanks to Ray Durham, our defensive MVP, and he puts us ahead. Quick time here. Roush's ERA is over 8. Berkman 1 for 2. Walked his last time up. This is the 2nd time he's up in the inning, right? Yeah. 6 runs across. 7 and 8 are the outs. Roche is tired. Hits that first pitch. Mora over to first. That's going to end the inning, but we have the lead. A 6-run rally when we needed it. Mike Lowell with the grand slam, and that error. Aaron Hill, the shortstop of the Twins, the Jays MVP right now. So, not taking any risk here. Hendrickson is coming in. We need him to mow these lefties down. We're in the 7th inning. If he gets us maybe even into the 9th, Lindstrom can come in. Strike 1. So the lefty hitters are used to seeing the left hand of Olsen so far. That was a fly out to Aurelia. 1 away. There's Chase Utley. Beautiful pitch for strike 1. That one's pulled inside. 0-2. That is a ground to short. Over to first. 2 away. He's done. We're not going to back down now. It's the first pitch he sees, but Rios right where he has to be. 3 up and 3 down. Hendrickson has been clutch all season, it feels like. We are finally at the 7th inning stretch, and I have something else with me, but we need our trusty good luck. Water. Even though I have something else to drink, can't drop the cat. This has felt like a snake bitten game. Double plays. The win not going in our favor when we needed it. But that error by Aaron Hill, we're going to look at that as a turning point, absolutely. But we got to remember, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes are out at the old ball game at the Rogers Center, home of your undefeated world champion, Toronto Blue Jays. We only have a 1-run cushion. Rios 0 for 2. Can't ground a double play this time. Nobody's on base. Strike 1. Roche is still on there. He's tired. 1-1. 1-2. Rios pulls that. That's going to center left. 1 bounce. Bounce off the wall. It's going to be a leadoff double. So we can't stop with the doubles today, apparently. They're keeping Roche in to face Braun, already with the solo shot. An RBI, 2 runs in the game. Came across once on his home run, and then another time from the grand slam from the man on deck. Braun, a mistake. He smokes that to center right slightly, and it's gone. Braun with his 2nd home run of the game. He has 3 RBIs in the game now. This is still not batting practice, but we're up. 10-6. His 57th home run on the season. I believe that's RBI 110 as he comes across the plate. We're getting kind of close to another 9-11 score against the Twins. Isn't that odd? But I mean, that one, yep. We're waiting on that. They give it to him. Really, the Twins have been undone by mismanagement so far. Feels like here comes in King, another lefty. Lowell, still not batting practice yet. Strike one. Ray King, and he's a pitcher. Isn't that funny? Lowell, that was a really weird hit ball. That's a weird throw, and Lowell's going to be safe. That's an infield hit. That was pretty lucky, but he gets on base nonetheless. Here's Scott. I believe he already was after the grand slam, but he's looking for a cycle. Needs the double and the triple. Lowell does. Scott now, 1-1 against King. Nice slider, stayed in the zone, 1-2. That's pulled. Will it be past first base? Out at second, over to first. He'll be safe in plenty of time. So runner remains on first, one away. So Duca. Strike one on a low fastball. Slider missed, 1-1. Smokes that. Utley catches it, but I saw that coming. Scott gets back to first. 2 away. Here's Grandy, 1 for 3 with the solo shot of his own. 74 RBIs on the season. 1-1. Inside 2-1. Slider broke into the zone. It's 2-2. Puts that in play. Aaron Hill, the shortstop. He doesn't make an error that time. That'll end the inning. But Braun gave us some insurance when we needed it. We have not been shut out since the 3rd inning, which feels crazy, all things considered. Top of the 8th coming up. It's the 5, the 6, 7 part of their lineup. Hendrickson will at least get through Morneau. I don't care what happens. And after that, we can see another grounder to Durham, and he makes another out. Durham has been dynamite defensively all game. Veritek, he's switch hitter. We might as well pitch with the guy that's red hot. That's going to be extra bases. Past Scott in center left. It's going to be an easy double for Veritek, so they have a runner in scoring position, 1 away. Strike 1. Strike 2. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. 2 away now. Now with 2, I believe Connor Jackson. 2 righties. Then we get to the switch hitters, so I think now we just nip it in the bud here. Lindstrom, I'm going to keep you for now. Gagne, you need 1 out from one of the next 2 guys. Strike 1. Fastball went a little low. Jackson puts that in play. Oh, I wasn't expecting that kind of a hit. Oh, my goodness. Christ, it's like I put Hoffman in 7-10. Martin Mora. Get him inside. Beautiful curve for strike 1. Strike 2. Here we go. 0-2. Got him looking. And that was a pretty fair call. Can't argue with that. So whatever 1 run is given up, it will count against Hendrickson, but Lindstrom can come in with at least a 2-run cushion. Rich Aurelia is leading off the bottom of the 8th. It's 1 for 4. Wind still a factor of 2 heading southeast. Do have just murderer's row of righties for 6 batters in a row. Aurelia puts that in play, not past Morneau. Steps on the bag, 1 away. Durham, 2 for 4 with 2 singles. 2 RBIs in the game, ball 1. Strike 1 on the slider. Strike 2, that, oh man, that should have been ball 2. 2-2 now, that one really missed. Slider just broke out of the zone. It's a payoff pitch to Ray Durham. Nobody on, 1 away, bottom of the 8th. Jays up by 3. Durham will Cricket swing that over into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Runner on first, one away. Just Berkman, take a look. He's 1 for 3. I'd say just be patient, wait on something. And that's what we're waiting on. That was an excellent pitch for Berkman to swing at, and that might just put this game out of reach. Berkman with a 2-run shot. 390 feet that traveled. His 37th home run on the season. And more insurance when we needed it. It won't be a 9-11, but we're looking at 7-12 at the least. So even we had a lot of double plays earlier in the game, we still make it to not only double digits, but a dozen runs. King going out of the game with an ERA of 15. Here's Pignatilio. Rios 1 for 3, a double and a walk. Swings at that first pitch. Hill over to first. Pretty close, but 2 away. There's Braun. We'll let him power swing here. Why not? It's batting practice for us. Swings at that pitch to the shortstop. Hill didn't make an error on that. That's the end of the inning. But we scored a run in every inning from the 4th through the 8th. It didn't feel like that, but that's incredible. Top of the 9th. So I'm thinking, Gagne, you're going to stay in until you give up 2 runs. Against lefties, against righties, I don't care. Here's the 0-2. He fouled back that changeup. Puts that in play. Durham, it was pretty hot. Oh, it's okay. Durham's been solid all game, and Berkman stuck with that one away. Markakis started the game off with a single. Hasn't reached base since, but he's made contact every single time, and he just did there. Speak of the devil. Runner on first, one away. Pitch to Utley normally here. These two might have some history, a former Philly and a former Dodger. That's going. Oh, how sweet would it be? How sweet would it be? Oh, yeah, baby. That's your ball game. Your final score, Toronto Blue Jays 12, Minnesota Twins 7. We had all those double plays earlier in the game, and we got Utley by the thinnest of margins there. I think Gagne might get credit for the save on that. Top of the 5th. Oh, baby, I thought this game, wow. Done smoked that thing, too. Got to the second deck up there. The bottom of the 6th. They don't show Lowell's grand slam. That is an interesting choice, but that's what put the game ahead. So after Dunn got that home run, they only got 1 more run across the plate. So Durham had the game-winning RBI. Top of the 9th. This was a great highlight, actually. Sherratt at second, over to first. Barely. Player of the game is Lowell. Grand slam when we needed it. Or Aaron Hill. They finished 7 for 14. We finished 12 for 17. We really picked it back up. And that error, I feel like that's the most impactful error we've seen in both this season and the previous one. So that's going to do it for the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats now after. Hendrickson gets the second win. Roush gets the loss. He somehow has more wins than losses on the season. That's interesting. That's crazy that other starter Livingston. He gets out of that 6th inning. He gets a quality start. But no. Home runs. So for the Twins, Dunn had his 14th. Veritek had his 5th. For us, Berkman had number 37, Braun had 56 and 57. Lowell had even number 20 with a grand slam. Grimson had even number 30. So we're 3, 5, 6, 9 batters. All at least got 1 home run. RBIs came pretty much bunches. Yeah, Lowell with 4, Braun with 3, Durham and Berkman each with 2. Everyone came across to score once, except Aurelia, but he got hits, right? He got 1 hit. We're 6 home runs away from 200 total on the team in the season. Olsen, nice amount of pitches, but ERA's not looking as nice. Came in below 3. It went up pretty much a whole ERA. Fiala just got the 3rd there. Got 1 out. Yeah, 7-11 ERA. Hendrickson held down the fort, man. I'm impressed. And Gagne did well. 5 batters, 2 hits, but got the strikeout, got out of the jam. No problem. 100 pitches even it took our pitching staff. There we go, moving along here. So that's going to do it for this series against the Twins. And man, it was a lot more thrilling than had any right to be. Let's take a look around the league. Mets lost. What's new? Let's see. Astros shut out the Diamondbacks 1-0. That's my kind of game. Walk-offs. Angels and Sox went to extras, but Chicago couldn't get the walk-off. Angels went 3-2 on the road. That's going to be one hell of a flight all the way from Rogers, Toronto, Canada to Tampa, Florida. Or St. Petersburg, that's where their stadium is. That's going to do it for this video. Next time, got 3 games against the Rays here. Don't know the last time we played at Tropicana Field, but it's obviously a hitter-friendly environment. Got John Danks going to be starting on the mound for the first game. We're going to see how he does. We're going to see the Rays lineup and their pitching. And I'm going to see you next time for that. We'll see.